What does running, night skies, and goblins have in common? I'm Darren Kinder. Join me and Jill as we explore Goblin Valley State Park, but in a totally different light. Then Steve Human takes you on the grand tour of the San Rafael Swell in Emory County. Plus, I get the honor of introducing AYL fans to one of the first glimpses of the new rockstar product for Polaris Industries. All the adventure and fun awaits next on At Your Leisure.
Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Jill Kinder.
And I'm Darren Kinder, and we're here at Goblin Valley State Park in Emory County. And we've come down here to run an ultramarathon this morning, or Jill is anyway.
Yeah, we thought about it for a second, but you know, that's just not quite. You know, we run, but I just hate to even say that around these people. They're running 50 miles today. And that's just amazing. This is an annual event down here. They do an ultramarathon and a marathon.
You think about a state park that's big enough to hold a marathon because there are so many things to do down here. There's so much area. There's hiking down here in the Goblins, slot canyons, stargazing. We're gonna see it all today on At Your Leisure.
Goblin Valley is known for the Valley of the Goblins. It's a valley that's just full of these little geological formations. Great place to just take the kids, go out and play in the Goblins. Lots of canyon hiking, ATV rides, great outdoor recreation area. A really nice hike that's close by is Little Wild Horse Canyon, one of the nicest slot canyons in Utah, if not anywhere. It's about an 8-mile round trip if you do the hike through Little Wild Horse Canyon and back down Bell Canyon. Fairly easy hike, really accessible, just beautiful, beautiful hike as long as weather's permitting.
So look at those rocks up there. There are holes in them. They're just eroding away, dangling.
It's definitely a must-see in Utah. We just heard somebody this morning that said they've been in Utah their whole lives and had never been to Goblin Valley, and said, you know, there's probably a lot of people that have done that, and you should come see it. It's amazing.
Well, it's been a great day down here in Goblin Valley. We started this morning with the Ultra Marathon, which was amazing. Those people are just incredible. Just gorgeous down here.
Yep, and this is actually a slot canyon, which is just outside of the park. And it's a very easy hike to come up here and enjoy. There's hardly anybody up into these canyons, and it's really, really neat to see some of these slot canyons.
And it's pretty easy to do. I think most people could come up, and there's slot canyons everywhere. You could climb up as far as you want,
this is actually a loop that goes around. It's just a few miles, and it's very easy and fun to do. So.
And just amazingly beautiful.
Well, right now we need to get to Steve. He's out in the swell, being swell, I guess.
You look out at the horizon, a strange, alien world. It's as if, in some time in the years past, a giant strode through this area, and with each footfall, they left behind an impression and a swell of earth reaching to the sky. This is the San Rafael Swell. It's easy to picture such a thing when gazing out at the San Rafael Swell. This Hollywood-worthy backdrop has amazed travelers all around the world for decades. In fact, Hollywood has come here in the past when J.J. Abrams used the swell as Planet Vulcan in the 2009 Star Trek feature film. Visually, the atmosphere is stunning, but what most people don't know is the abundant amount of activities that sparks the interest of every member of the family.
There is just so much to see and do in the swell that, you know, a weekend, you've only just barely started to see it. If you're into ATVs, there's quite an extensive network of ATV trails, and they are signed and designated.
San Rafael Country is a place of diverse landscape and trails varying in difficulty from sand dunes, desert canyons, to forested mountains. The majestic sense of the area offers something for every rider. The Rochester Creek Rock ATV Trail is a hidden hotspot of historic significance. This amazing panel includes mysterious pictographs that are believed to be Fremont, with a few that are more recent from pioneers who trekked across this valley. The ATV takes you through a land of red and white, but really, it's the tip of the iceberg for all the things that you can do with your family here in the Swell. Trails leading right from Farron take you out to the Wedge Overlook, this spectacular area that's known as the Little Grand Canyon for obvious reasons. It's also a world-class mountain bike trail, where you literally are tiptoeing on the side of the cliff. Then you have the swinging bridge built in 1937 by the Civilian Conservation Corps. But one of the more shimmering gems in the landscape of rock is the Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry.
Cleveland Lloyd is a world-class site. I mean, we have the densest concentration of Jurassic bone ever found. It's a great place for people to come and learn how science is done. I mean, I've been there for like 16 years and I still get excited about it.
The BLM has actually made Cleveland Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry a national landmark in 1968, and that allowed us to put in picnic tables and generate hikes so that visitors and tourists can come and enjoy themselves to the best that they can. Not many kids get to see dinosaur bones still in the ground. That's our main draw here at Cleveland Dinosaur Quarry, because we can send kids out and they can see bones in the grounds themselves.
The quarry is an amazing place to relive the prehistoric past. However, there is a unique mystery that sets it apart from other archaeological sites.
We actually have a 3-to-1 ratio of carnivores versus herbivores. And as it turns out, that opens a bit of a paleontological mystery for paleontologists to try and figure out maybe what happened here over at Cleveland Lloyd. Out of all the 12,000 fossils over here, 98% of them are in such good shape that we don't see any weathering, any erosion, not even teeth marks on these guys. And that baffles paleontologists, and it has been doing so for the past 80 years.
We still haven't figured out what happened there yet. I mean, despite the fact that it's been a known site for almost 90 years, we still have, well, it could be this, well, it could be that.
That prehistoric whodunit has brought travelers and theorists from around the world to gaze back into the past. But the quarry is actually much more hands-on than many other archaeological destinations.
We do have 3 different trails. One of them is about 1.5 miles, and it does come with a brochure, and we talk about natural history stuff and whatnot. The other 2 are just scenic trails. If you want to hike all our trails, 5 miles you're done. The built environment can be very comfortable, but it's not connecting us with the real world. The majority of the people come out with a wow or something similar.
I love the San Rafael Swell. This is an amazing place to find adventure. You have red rock, white rock, and then sometimes you're just going to stumble on groves of trees and amazing beauty and history that you would never know was just around the corner. It's really easy to find the San Rafael Swell too, because A, it's really big, but all you have to do is head south on Highway 10 from Price, and that entire area, every road opens up somewhere on the swell, some slot canyon, some area of beauty. So you're going to want to check it out. You can also find out more information at sanrafaelcountry.com. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann for At Your Leisure. We need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, Darren Kinder has the first product review of the new Polaris Slingshot. You are going to want to stick around for this. It's awesome, trust me.
Bigger is always better, and at Weller Recreation, you can't get bigger. Come join us for the grand opening of Weller's brand new, huge showroom and service center. Join us Black Friday at 9 a.m. and get 40 to 60% off climb gear. We'll be giving away prizes every hour on the hour. This is the Black Friday sale that you're going to want to attend. Come see Weller's brand new building at 936 West, right on Highway 248 as you come into Camas. A Black Friday sale like no other, November 28th and 29th.
A powder day in the trees. A morning of crisp air and blue skies. A winter destination in your own backyard. Tooele County is all of them in one. It's time to experience a new adventure you never knew you were missing. It's time to find out what's just over the mountain. Tooele County, Utah. The Wasatch Front is your home. Tooele is your backyard.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. There's a Polaris to match your passion, and they're all on sale for the holidays. Financing as low as 2.99% on every new machine. Rebates up to $1,000 on remaining 2014s. Grab an all-new Ranger ETX for $83.99. Ranger XP 900 gets a free 2-year extended service contract. Or take home one of our all-new Razor 900s during the Polaris Holiday Sales event.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Darren Kinder, and while Jaden and Jill are still wandering around in the desert, I saw the bright lights of Las Vegas and had to get down to SEMA. And one of the coolest things I found here at SEMA was the brand new Slingshot by Polaris. This is the coolest thing that has come down the pike in a long time. It is a three-wheel motorcycle that is kind of like a car in the front, but a motorcycle in the back. You can see back here you've got a single wheel that is belt driven, full A-arm suspension on it, so it rides pretty well, but you've got an ultra wide front end on that hooked with an automotive Chevy engine in it, so it really is kind of the best of both worlds. This is an SL model, so it comes in this bright red metallic paint job, but the base model comes in a titanium or kind of a gray look to it, and they're both really good looking. And the incredible thing about them is they start at $19,900. I mean, you can hardly buy a high-end motorcycle for that kind of money. This thing is all designed to be able to sit out in the weather and get wet, so they've kind of made this a hard plastic on the seats, which is nice because it won't absorb the water. These things also tilt forward and back, and it releases. You have two large compartments here in the back that you can put helmets and other things in. You've got cup holders, emergency brakes. It has a large glove box, a 4.3-inch video screen that shows your backup monitor. It's also your stereo controls, everything you need there. Kind of got a cool start button. And then your dash over here is a tilt dash. The steering wheel goes up and down. You have cruise control, standard gauge layouts. You know, very well equipped for a standard car. The base model does not come with the audio system or the windshield, but it does come with this beauty under the hood, which is a Chevy 4.3-liter straight 4 fuel-injected engine. And for this light of a machine, it's basically built like a race car, all tubular framing, double A-arm front suspension on this thing. It'll really get it done. Now, because this is a standard Chevy motor, the parts are going to be really easy to get for this, and there's absolutely a ton of add-ons, superchargers, and all kinds of other things you're going to be able to get for it. But one of the things you're going to have to do if you want to see one of these is get into your local Polaris dealer right away, because they're not going to have a lot of them to begin with, and they're going to go fast. Well, I'm Darren Kinder. We'll see you next time.
It's gonna be fine, dear. You're doing great. Just breathe, deep breathing. Some quick breaths, that'll help. Honey, everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry, the doctor's gonna be here and just see. Triple S Polaris, how can I help?
Who are you?
Wait a minute, you're not the doctor. How are you gonna help?
Where is the doctor?
You know the Triple S slogan, service to the power of 3. We take that very seriously. Now, let's get this birth going.
If you want service that really goes above and beyond, you want Triple S Polaris, service to the power of 3.
Family, a simple word that carries more meaning than we can even understand. We base our entire lives around the smiles of our children and the moments that become cherished memories. At Race City RV, we understand the importance of that family bond. As a family-owned business since 1946, we've been giving our customers the chance to make those memories in the backcountry of the West. Early spring savings on all Race City RV camp trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes can make it more affordable than ever before. Race City and Roy, turning dreams into memories one trip at a time.
You go through the day-to-day repeating what you did yesterday. Don't you wish you could access that piece of your life that's missing? Find the beauty, serenity, family fun, or anything else that's missing from your life in the Cedar City Bryan Head area. Gain access to your adventure, whether it's camping, hiking, the arts, festivals, or just a getaway. Visit cedarcityayl.com for details on all the adventures that you can access in scenic southern Utah.
Hi, my name is Spencer Cox. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Utah, and I'm the new spokesperson for Ride On. Ride On is a unique partnership between all the land managing agencies in the state of Utah to maintain trails, to advocate safety, to advocate wise stewardship amongst all of us who use these trails. And I'm doing it because trails matter to me. This is important for my children. I want them to be safe, and I want them to be stewards of the trail. If you would like more information, go to ohv.utah.gov.
Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're here at Goblin Valley State Park, as you can see, or not because it's nighttime. And we're here with the naturalist, Jim.
with state parks, and also Nathan the ranger, and they're going to show us their cool program that they've developed down here, because you can really see the stars down here.
It's so dark, and they're going to show us their new program, the star observation. Is that what it's
Yeah, we're
called?
going to do a sky tour and then look through the telescope.
Excellent. So they'll show us some constellations, and we should really be able to see them because it is really dark.
We are developing this astronomy program to help us with our dark sky certification here at the park that we're trying to get for the park. The nice thing about Goblin Valley is that we're so remote that we have very little light pollution in this area. I want this to be an informal program, but hopefully it'll be fun. And we'll do a sky tour where I point out some constellations, some of my favorite constellations, and tell a story about them. And then we'll talk on the telescope. So we'll start the sky tour. One of the most famous constellations out here is the Big Dipper. So if we follow those two up, it'll take us from the North Star up to Cepheus, and he was the king of Ethiopia, and his wife was named Cassiopeia, and she liked to brag about how beautiful she was. At one point she started saying that she was more beautiful than the Nereids, which are the daughters of Poseidon, and Poseidon got upset. So he sent a fish monster down into the ocean next to the shores of Ethiopia. And whenever the people would walk too close to the shores, this monster would come out of the ocean and swallow the people up. And so Cepheus was a really good king, and he cared about his people, and so he had to figure out how he could save his people. So he's going to sacrifice his daughter Andromeda. So he takes her down to the beach, and he chains her up to a big rock, and he leaves her for this monster to come out and swallow up. As he does that, it just so happens that Perseus is flying by. He says, "I'll save your daughter Andromeda if you promise me her hand in marriage." And so Perseus had just coming back from slaying Medusa. And if you look at her in the eyes, you turn to stone. So he's got her head in a bag because he's just slain her. And so he waits for this monster to come out to eat up Andromeda. And as it comes out of the ocean, he pulls Medusa's head out of the bag and turns the monster to stone and saves Andromeda.
This has been so amazing, looking at the stars and having Jim and Nathan explain to us a little bit and share their knowledge. Thank you guys so much.
Sure, thank you.
It almost looks like the stars are so bright out here, it almost like a moonlit night, because everything else is so dark, and when you look up, you start really...
It's still bright, yeah.
You know, when Tyler's not shining that light in our face, it's really quite amazing to look up at the stars. But now we need to get to our trailhead adventure, brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. It's one of my favorite places to go to get all my motorcycle and ATV gear. And right now we're going to go look at the Mizar constellation. Is that what it is?
The star, the double star.
The double star. So let's take a look at that.
All right.
Is that amazing? Look at that thing.
I'm Reece at your leisure in Millcreek Canyon at the beginning of a new era, the return of a Utah native. Mike Slater, the Division of Wildlife Resources Aquatics Program Coordinator, gingerly dumps the first of 3,000 tiny Bonneville cutthroat trout into Mill Creek east of Salt Lake City. The Bonneville species of cutthroat is special.
The Bonneville cutthroat trout, it is the native trout species, one of the few native trout species of Utah.
You mean they were here before the pioneers?
Absolutely. Lots of reports of some of those pioneers actually catching the cutthroat trout. And so it's also the state fish.
But through a combination of overfishing and the introduction of brown and rainbow trout, the pure strain of Bonneville cutthroat was quickly forced out. Small populations did manage to survive.
We're finding these fish in different locations, typically up in the headwaters of the streams is where we're finding them. They haven't been kicked out or outcompeted or whatever. We go into those locations and try and capture them, use them, and then restock or reintroduce them into places like Millcreek Canyon.
Captured fish, such as these in Parley's Canyon, are stripped of their eggs, then fertilized, and taken to the Camas Fish Hatchery, where their survival rate is much greater than if they were left in the wild.
We've been able to find locations where we have tested the fish and found that they are truly the genetically pure Bonneville cutthroat trout. One of those locations is really close to us in Parley's Canyon and Little Dell and Mountain Dell reservoirs. In fact, those fish that are found there are used as our source population. We extract the eggs from them every spring.
Millcreek in the Wasatch National Forest was selected as an ideal stream for restoring this Utah original.
This is a canyon where they historically were found.
It should make a better experience for them. They'll be able to see the Bonneville Cutthroat more frequent in the stream than what brown trout or the rainbow, which seem to shuffle away from public view.
To clear the way for the cutthroat, wildlife crews a year ago treated the upper third of Millcreek to kill off all existing brown and rainbow trout. The chemical rotenone kills only the fish and isn't harmful to people or other animals. Slater's crews checked the stream this fall and found the treatment has succeeded. The middle section was treated this year and will be restocked next fall, the lower section in 2016. In addition, the Forest Service is replacing culverts under the road to make it easier for the cutthroat to move up and down the stream. Reece Stein at your leisure in Millcreek Canyon.
Bigger is always better, and at Weller Recreation, you can't get bigger. Come join us for the grand opening of Weller's brand new, huge showroom and service center. Join us Black Friday at 9 a.m. and get 40 to 60% off climb gear. We'll be giving away prizes every hour on the hour. This is the Black Friday sale that you're going to want to attend. Come see Weller's brand new building at 936 West, right on Highway 248 as you come into Camas. A Black Friday sale like no other, November 28th and 29th.
It doesn't matter what kind of adventure you're searching for, at Utah State Parks you'll find it. This week's destination is East Canyon State Park, a water lover's paradise so close to the Wasatch Front. The 600-acre reservoir is a popular spot for water skiers, fishermen, and boaters of all kinds, including kayaks and paddle boats. East Canyon is open year-round with a 33-unit campground which includes RV hookups, a large boat ramp with plenty of parking, and a personal favorite and staple of state park campgrounds, heated showers. A private concessionaire has a snack bar, and if you're a landlubber, it offers boat and watercraft rentals. East Canyon State Park is less than an hour drive from Salt Lake City and Ogden. For more information, visit stateparks.utah.gov. Utah State Parks, adventures for everyone.
We had such a great time in the dark, looking at the stars and listening to Nathan and Jim tell us about the constellations and the nebulas and galaxies. That was awesome.
Yeah, we're used to being in the dark, but now we're glowing about being in the dark.
We are glowing. We have decided to enjoy the dark a little bit more. We're going to have a game of capture the flag with glow sticks and enjoy that with the Goblins.
Yeah, run around in the Goblins and play hide and seek, and what a fun way to do it out here in the dark. So,
that's right. So you can bring your family. Our 10-year-old daughter has enjoyed it, haven't you? There you go. Glowing review. Glowing. But you can enjoy Goblin Valley day, night, any time of year even.
But right now we need to get to our calendar of events and our contest winner.
Sounds good.
Well, we have a lot of stuff to discuss that you're going to want to put on your calendar for your family to enjoy. Thanksgiving may be a week and a half away, but Christmas is already on the horizon with a lot of our outdoor venues. First off, we have the Helper Utah Christmas Town Festival, November 21st through December 6th. If you've never taken the time to stop in Helper before, this is the perfect opportunity because it's a great little town and it really comes to life this time of year. December 5th and 6th, there will be a light parade with fireworks on the night of the 6th. There'll also be a Christmas craft fair and a breakfast with Santa Claus, so your kids definitely don't want to miss this. In that same vein, November 28th through December 31st, the entire month, you can experience Fantasy at the Bay. Celebrate the holiday season with a trip to the drive-through holiday light show at Willard Bay State Park. Enjoy a visit with Santa, holiday music, hot beverages, and snacks available at the park concessions. They got hot chocolate that works, and you can experience even more holiday magic because they have 3D snowflake glasses for $1 per pair, and you can see the entire attraction in a completely new way. It's open every day, 5 to 10, except on Christmas Day. Lastly, in Cedar City, we have Christmas at the Homestead, which is held 5:30 to 8 p.m. every night, December 8th through the 13th. This is at the Frontier Homestead State Park Museum on Main Street in Cedar. This is a really fun, old-fashioned event. Admission is $5 per family, so it's cheap, and you can enjoy a Christmas of yesteryear with a variety of hands-on activities, seasonal music, special guests, the works. For more information, check out frontierhomestead.org or cedarcityayl.com. Alicia and I were able to experience this event last year, and it was so much fun for us, for the families. You need to check this out. Now let's move on over to our AYL sticker winner. We caught these good folks out near Hole in the Rock, and there is their AYL sticker. You can see it. Their license plate number is D008HD. Call us at 801-947-8888 to claim your Camp Chef Big Gas Grill. These are great outdoor stoves that will change the way you cook with your family on adventures. Remember to get your AYL stickers, folks. And I also want to remind all of you to subscribe to the AYL YouTube channel to get access to all of our extended videos and just a lot of fun stuff that we're not able to get on the show. Bloopers, things like that. It's really fun, and you can subscribe and get all of it for free. So check out AYL on YouTube.
That's awesome. And right now we're going to go to next week's show, and I've got to go capture a flag.
In 1 week, AYL is celebrating Thanksgiving at a resort where you better be quick on the draw. We're giving thanks the old-fashioned way, by shooting each other. Then join me, Stephen Human, as I explore a new 4x4 trail in the cold pre-winter world. Finally, want to go mountain biking but with a little assist? Don Dunwell takes a look at one bicycle that will literally help you get up the mountain.
Well, next week's show looks great, and if it's anything like the day we've had today, it should be wonderful.
Yeah, if you ever want to come out and have a great time hiking and doing some ATVing and all kinds of different things, Emory County is just an awesome place to come down and play and have a great time.
Whether it's a day or a weekend or even longer, there's so much to do down here.
Yeah, and it's really easy to get down here to Goblin Valley. You just take Highway 6 off of I-25 down to I-70 and head west on I-70 for a few miles, and then you'll see Highway 24 heading south, and that'll bring you right down here. You gotta kind of watch for the Goblin Valley sign. It's not very big, but yeah. But once you're here, it's easy to find, and then there's great camping and shower house and everything down here.
They have beautiful facilities down here. We brought our little Camp Chef fire ring so we could roll some marshmallows, and it's been fun.
Because there aren't a lot of trees down here, that's for sure.
No, not a lot of firewood to be found. But,
so between now and the next time we get together,
go enjoy the great outdoors with your family and friends
at your leisure.
Nice. Nice, you can see it.
One of the things I love about the San Rafael Swell is that it's really easy to hide a dead body. Darren Kinder, I'm coming for you.
At night at Goblin Valley.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to talk about the slot canyons and how fun they were?
You have a message. You have a brand. You have something worth experiencing. What you don't have is an audience. It's time to change that. It's time to partner with the #1 outdoor program in the country and show the world what you have to offer. Advertising on At Your Leisure is effective and affordable, giving you an audience that dwarfs anything else out there, backed by a proven force of outdoor adventure. Contact the AYL team at 801-947-8888. It's time your message was heard.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Stephen?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.